I'm Jasmine Beckingham, your host of The American Dream, and today we're here at Howe Caverns, New York, 15 stories below ground. Howe Caverns is located in Howe's Cave, New York, about 45 minutes west of Albany. Did you know that it's actually the second most popular natural tourist attraction in all of New York State, second only to Niagara Falls? Today we're going to go explore this cave. It stays 52 degrees year-round and it spans a little over a mile. Come on, let's go check it out. Hey guys, come with me, you got to check this out. We're here in what used to be the natural dead end of the caves and currently serves as the entrance. I'm here with Brian Garou, the tour manager for Howe Caverns, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this location. Brian, can you tell me more about this current location we're standing in?
Sure. So at one time, the tours would start from the other end of the cavern, and then they would walk up to this area where they would turn around and head back out. The entrance of the cavern is owned by a cement company. That's why we don't use the original opening. So when this company was formed back in 1927, they had to find a way into the cavern because they didn't have any way. So they were surveying up through, and then they drilled a hole in the ceiling right up there.
Oh, wow.
Just to make sure they had the right spot. And then they started the excavation of the elevator shafts, and all of the renovations started from here down. So this is all what they call Devonian limestone through here. So the age would be between 350, 380 million years.
Oh, wow. I know this was discovered in 1842 by Lester Howe, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
And how did he find it?
Well, he noticed that on warm days, instead of his cows going near shade trees where it would be cool, that they always went up on this side hill out in the hot sun, and he just couldn't understand why. So he followed them up, and when he got up there, he noticed that there were some bushes they were standing near that were actually moving, and there was a cool breeze coming out from there, which is what was attracting the cows. And when he went over and moved them apart, he found this hole that went down into the ground, which ended up being the natural entrance to the cavern. He didn't own the property. His friend, Henry Wetzel, a neighbor, owned it. So they came through here for about a year and got to know the cavern and kind of where everything went. And then he decided that he would buy the cavern from Mr. Wetzel, and he offered him $100, and he took it.
Oh my goodness. The boat ride, at the end of it, you guys have a special tour, right, that people can do. Can you tell me a little about that special tour?
Yeah, the Signature Rock Tour we've recently reopened. What we do is we take you through the rest of the traditional tour, and when you get to the dock, you put on boots, protective clothing, gloves, hard hats, and headlights, and we walk you right down into the stream and out through the natural portion of the cavern. The tour takes about 3.5 hours,
okay,
and it's amazing.
Can you tell me about this cool formation? It's the pipe organ, right?
Yeah, the pipe organ is a combination formation of all the different types in one big piece. So you have stalactites and stalagmites that form together to make a pillar or a column, and then you have flowstone on the top and all around the base too. So to play the pipe organ, you need a keyboard, and this is the keyboard. Not a conventional keyboard, but a keyboard. It was at one time a long row of stalactites that were unfortunately broken away, probably by the early tours of Mr. Howe. But stalactites form hollow like a straw, so you have all these hollow chambers underneath here. And now it's a resonating chamber, so when you walk underneath it, and you talk in a deep voice, or you hum in a low note, the sound goes up and is forced out, and if you do it right, it should sound like it's coming from there. So I'll give you a couple of notes to give you an idea here.
Amazing. Can we talk about the formation behind me here. I know it has to do with the stalactites and stalagmites. How are these different? And can you tell me a little bit about this one?
So the ones that are up above here are what they call flowstone draperies. And what happens is the flowstone starts to form out through the side wall, and then it comes to an edge and starts to drip off. So they're called drapes, so they kind of look like curtains the way they fold over. It's just more water added to the stalactites as it comes
More
off.
detail than the normal ones, then, yeah.
The colors that you see are from different mineral impurities. So the most common in our cavern is a yellow or a brown, which is from sulfur. Some of the silvers and grays would be from aluminum salts. Red, but there's only a few areas from iron, and then white or a really clear milky color would be pure calcite.
And now there's a bridal altar in here too, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So Mr. Howe, his daughters were the first ones to get married in a place called the Bridal Chamber, which is down close to the natural opening. I think Howe was so obsessed with the cavern that he just wanted everybody else to be in on it, and they really weren't as interested as he was. So he invited everybody in the town to go to his daughter's wedding.
It's a way to get them in here.
And had it in the cavern,
That's great.
Our weddings that we do now are the bridal altar. There's a large calcite heart in the floor with a light under it, which shows just how translucent pure calcite is. It's a piece about 6 inches thick, with just a regular house light bulb.
Oh wow, 6 inches thick too, wow.
And we've had 742 weddings there.
Oh my goodness. That's a big number. Now, another big number I think I heard before was how many visitors you're going to reach soon. What's your next milestone here?
We're almost to 17 million.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're hoping to hit that, if not this year, probably early next year.
Host Jasmine Beckingham. Thank you again for joining me today on this episode of The American Dream and this amazing experience in Howe Caverns. Make sure next time you're in New York State, you stop by and check it out, and I'll see you next time.